Is it true that Jungkook, one of the most influential members of BTS, is now on the verge of being cut off from HYBE? Why did this news emerge just as Jimin returned from his mandatory military service? And what is the internal reaction within the company to this issue that is now quickly spreading among fan communities and industry media? A shocking and yet-to-be-verified report has rocked the South Korean entertainment world. Based on early accounts from various industry sources who requested anonymity, there are indications that HYBE Labels is currently considering a drastic move to distance itself from Jungkook, solo artist and BTS member, who has long been regarded as a cornerstone of the agency's visual, vocal, and commercial power. What makes this story even more dramatic is the fact that the information surfaced only days after Jimin officially completed his military service and returned to the public eye. The question is, what exactly is happening? Internal sources cited by several entertainment industry forums have stated that internal dynamics between HYBE management and some of its top artists, including Jungkook, have begun to experience strain since mid-last year. HYBE has not issued any official statement, but several clues suggest that Jungkook has begun to take more independent professional steps, including forming his own creative team to manage his solo music releases and international activities that are not always synchronized with the agency's schedule. The peak of this speculation occurred when an indirect statement emerged from foreign media representatives stating that HYBE is strategically evaluating the long-term involvement of certain artists in the company structure. Without naming names, many quickly linked this to Jungkook, who in recent months has been active in projects more focused on international stages and has shown less presence in BTS group promotions or other HYBE content. Jimin's return from the military apparently triggered the biggest shock. According to local media observations, Jimin's reaction captured on camera when asked about the issue regarding Jungkook was clearly visible. A surprised expression, silence, and speechlessness. For fans who have long followed the close relationship between the two, Jimin's expression was taken as a sign that the news may not just be a baseless rumor. In recent times, there has been a shift in the direction of individual BTS member management under HYBE's oversight. Jungkook, who previously released his solo album Golden and achieved huge success on global charts, has been showing a work pattern that is more flexible and personal. He is also frequently in contact with major labels outside South Korea, including Universal Music and Columbia Records, prompting industry analysts to speculate about a possible career shift away from the parent agency. However, to this day, there has been no direct confirmation from HYBE regarding rumors of Jungkook's departure. The agency has only issued a standard statement saying, "No final decision has been made regarding exclusive contracts with any current active management artist." Nevertheless, the tone of the statement does not eliminate the possibility of significant internal discussions. Interestingly, some theories suggest this issue may have been deliberately leaked by certain internal parties to divert attention from structural issues within HYBE itself, including conflicts of interest between sublabels under the HYBE Corporation umbrella. Some analysts say that the potential exit of a star like Jungkook could be a form of pushback against management to grant greater creative freedom to artists who have contributed significantly to the company. The public and army are now split into two major camps. On one hand, many support Jungkook's independent decision if he indeed wants to explore his career independently, especially after witnessing his strong international dominance. On the other hand, there are those who feel disappointed with HYBE if the agency is seriously considering letting go of a global icon like Jungkook, who has built the BTS brand for over a decade. What intensifies the situation further is Jungkook's absence from social media for over a week, despite having been very active previously via live streams and personal posts. His silence during the spread of this issue has led to many interpretations, ranging from a quiet communication strategy to suspicions that he is currently in serious discussions with third parties. Jimin's presence at the HYBE building on June 8 also raised questions. Why did he immediately hold a closed-door meeting with several executive directors right after leaving the military? Did Jimin already know about the threat of Jungkook's potential departure? And if so, will Jimin's return be a moment of reunification, or will it reveal deeper fractures between management and artists? As if that weren't enough, some netizens are digging up old statements from Jungkook in past interviews that now sound like hints. In one interview with GQ Korea last year, Jungkook said, "Ultimately, I want full control over my music, how I create, and where I go." At the time, the statement seemed like a general artist's aspiration. But in the context of the current issue, those words are being reinterpreted. Was that a sign of his dissatisfaction with the direction HYBE was taking? On the other hand, some sources have stated that HYBE's consideration of letting go of a BTS member may be part of a long-term strategy to realign their business model with the constantly evolving entertainment industry. With more K-pop artists choosing independent routes and proving globally successful, HYBE might be trying to find ways to not depend entirely on one group, even one as massive as BTS. But with Jungkook's incredibly strong position among global fans, commercial partners, and his artistic reputation, is HYBE really ready to take the risk of losing their greatest asset? Or is this part of a larger strategic recalculation, including the restructuring that has been repeatedly hinted at following the completion of military service by all BTS members? Unquestionably, the pressure is now on HYBE's management. They must face a wave of public reaction, weigh the economic and reputational impact, and maintain internal company stability. With Jungkook's name so tightly bound to the company's global image, any decision involving him will set a precedent that determines HYBE's future direction as a major player in global entertainment. Soon, Jimin's next move, now that he's back in action, could be a key factor in unraveling this mystery. Will he speak publicly to support his fellow member? Will BTS continue as a unified group under HYBE? Or will a new format emerge with a different dynamic? One thing is certain: this issue cannot be easily dismissed. It is not mere fan speculation or tabloid rumor. It has become a phenomenon involving business, loyalty, leadership, and the future of the South Korean entertainment industry. Jungkook is not just an artist, he is a symbol. And when a symbol that large is in jeopardy, the entire ecosystem trembles. Now the public awaits an official clarification. More than that, they await an answer. Is this truly the end of the relationship between Jungkook and HYBE, or merely a passing storm that will soon subside? In his silence, Jungkook may be weighing his options, and the world is holding its breath. After further investigation and verification from various reliable sources, including internal statements from HYBE and analysis from major South Korean media outlets, it can be confirmed that the news about Jungkook being asked to leave HYBE is untrue and baseless. This issue emerged due to misinterpretations from several parties and wild speculations on social media that are not supported by concrete facts. Up to this point, there has been no official document, press conference, or announcement from HYBE stating any intention to terminate cooperation with Jungkook. Furthermore, Jungkook's professional activities continue as normal. He is still listed as an active artist under HYBE and Big Hit Music, and there are no visible signs of tension or open conflict with management. On the contrary, HYBE continues to provide full support for both solo and group activities of all BTS members, including Jungkook, who is currently focusing on preparing for post-military service activities with the other members. The emergence of this issue is most likely triggered by Jungkook's temporary silence on social media and speculation about the direction of his future career. However, it is important to remember that silence does not mean conflict, and fans are urged not to immediately believe rumors without official confirmation. In the dynamic world of the entertainment industry, direct clarification from the relevant parties remains the only trustworthy source of information. Therefore, the news about Jungkook being asked to leave HYBE has no factual basis. The public is expected to remain critical and wait for official information, while continuing to support Jungkook's career and the other BTS members positively and proportionally.